Hey girl, let's talk. But before we get started, let's go ahead and put on our pajamas. Let's grab a drink of choice. I got my wine here and I want us to get cozy because tonight we are really going to get real because I have some stuff that I really need to share. Welcome back to another Sunday of Hey Girl, Let's Talk. This is our weekly reset where we keep it honest, we check in with ourselves, and we remind each other that we are just not alone doing this whole life, being a content creator, or just kind of transitioning into a new phase in our lives. So tonight is, God, I've been wanting to talk about this subject for a while. So tonight I'm going to talk about trusting the process even when you can't see the results yet. I feel like this is exactly how my week has went. And I've been in a space where I really have to trust the process because I'm telling you, girl, it is hard to stay focused and continue doing something when you don't really see results. Like at all. So let's be real. This week has tested me. There were moments where I literally sat down and thought to myself, am I even making a difference? Views are low. My ideals felt, I don't know, repetitive. And I questioned if I was even good at this whole content creation thing. Like maybe I should be doing something different. I don't know, but I continue on. But what it did is that it made me realize how uncomfortable the in-between is, where, when you are showing up, but you don't see the fruits yet. No instant validation, no obvious wins. That space to me is lonely sometimes because nobody really talks about that. Nobody talks about that space where you have to still push forward, even when it's so difficult. Even when the views are not coming in, the interaction, no engagement. You don't see brands are not reaching out like you thought they were going to. So, but I think what it is that I'm learning that real growth, it's the invisible seasons, right? It's in those invisible seasons when you're not sure if it's working out, but you keep going anyway to see if something will happen. And I think that's what faith is, right? Faith is believing in the things that you don't see. And I think that where my faith comes into play, I don't know what anyone religious is. I'm not here to dictate anyone religion. But to me, faith comes into play when I'm doing my content creation or this new journey in my life, because although I don't see the fruits of my labor yet, but what I want to do is continue moving forward because let's talk about seeds for a second, right? When you plant a seed, you water it, you nurture it, but you don't see anything at first. Days, weeks, nothing. But under the soil, it's growing, it's rooting, it's strengthening itself so that when it finally pops out, it can survive. And that's how I'm choosing to look at this season in my life. Every time I film a video when I don't feel like it, seed planted. Every time I post something and get 12 views instead of 1,200, seed planted. Every time I show up for my own dreams when no one is clapping yet, seed planted. Every time. So this is what we have to do. We have to be able to trust the process, believe in ourselves, believe that we're going to make it through this. Because this has been tough for me this week. It has been tough for me this week. So let me say this to you, sis. If you are in the seed season, right? Cheers to the seed season. Keep going. Even if nobody's clapping yet, even if it feels invisible, your roots are growing deeper than you think. So you got to just keep going. You got to keep planting. This is just kind of like what I do. I continue to post. I continue to film. I continue to do everything I need to do, even when I don't see the views. And my views have been very low lately. And I've just been thinking about, what am I doing wrong? So this week has tested my mental space in terms of like, is this the right path for me? Should I really be doing this? Because, I'm honestly, it's hard to stay motivated. It's really hard to stay motivated. It really is. That's why I'm like, I'm appreciative of our Sundays, because it's my opportunity to kind of express myself and how I'm feeling emotionally in terms of what this process really looks like for me. And if you guys are wondering, I want to start letting you guys know what pajamas I have on. So these are my pajamas. They have the little frills on them. As you can see, they are from Amazon. They are so cute. It's a 2-piece. It's like a little wrap shirt that you have here. So it's comfortable and it has a little frills, same little furry little feathers at the bottom. So I will link them down below. They're going to be available on my Amazon storefront. But I want to start doing that so I can let you guys know what kind of pajamas I'm wearing, because the one thing about your girl Shani, I love some pajamas. If anybody ever want to give me a gift, pajamas is it. I love a good pair of pajamas. I don't know what it is. My mom got me that way, but I love it. But I digress. Let's get back. Let's talk about planting that seed. And look, I know it's hard. I know it's tempting to quit, to hide, to stop putting your heart into things when it feels like nobody sees you. But here's the real. If you stop now, and this is me, I feel like if I stop now, you will never see the harvest you've been planning for. Isn't that real? If you stop now, you will never see the harvest you've been planning for. And I was on the phone the other day with one of my good friends, and girl, she said something that I think that was so real. She said that it's hard to work for free. It's hard to work and not get paid for it. Just think about that for a minute, because any of us that have a job, I have had jobs, if you're laid off like I am, you know good and well, you're not showing up to that job if you're not getting paid for it. I don't care how much somebody love their job. They're like, oh, I'll do this for free. Yeah, right. You can say that all you want to, but you're not going to show up because you know you have to take care of family, you have bills and responsibility. And so when she said that, I was like, oh my God, that's exactly how I've been feeling this week. I've been feeling like I'm doing all this work. I'm not really seeing results, and I'm working so hard. I mean, I'm working hard because you guys know I'm doing this content creation, but I'm also working Instacart, and I'm trying to work my other affiliate marketing things where I'm trying to bring in multiple streams of income. And it's so hard to work something and you don't see any benefits of it. And it's like, oh my God. But I want you to understand something. Listen, you are not behind. We are not behind. I'm going to say that because it's not just you. We are not behind. We are not failing. We're building something sustainable. And I know sometimes building something sustainable doesn't look like how certain people just kind of go viral overnight, right? We would love to have that type of thing, but sustainability comes over time. It's something real, and the real things take time. And I have to tell myself that. I really do have to tell myself that, Shauna, listen, progress is slow, but you have to be in it for the overhaul. And if you're in it for the overhaul, then this is what progress looks like. The easy wins, like I said, the overnight success stories, that's not our path, right? And honestly, I'm okay with that right now. I really am. I'm okay with the fact that when I post a video to YouTube, it doesn't automatically get 50,000 views, right? Because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes we go down that rabbit hole too of like looking at other people who are doing like similar to what we're doing, or just doing something, and they post a video and they get like 50,000 views. I'm just like, God, why can't I do that? Why is that kind of thing not happening for me? But you know what? It's okay, because when it finally blooms, I'll know I watered it, I nurtured it, and I fought even when it didn't look like much. That's what I'm going to know. I fought during a time where it didn't like much at all. And that's how I know I'm going to do this. And I'm going to stay encouraged. But I wanted to have this conversation anyway, to talk about this, because I want to tell you guys a few things that's kind of helping me stay grounded this week ahead, right? Staying focused on my why instead of my numbers is so important, right? Writing down my small wins, even if nobody else sees them, it's okay. Everybody don't have to see everything I'm doing and what I'm winning at. I feel like when I'm able to get up and record an actual long form video, and as you guys know, if you're watching this and you record long form video, it takes much more time to record than it does like a short video. It takes a lot more time. So I'm checking off my wins even when people don't see them. You know, I'm checking in with my future self and what she will want me to do today. trying to plan ahead. And I'm taking breaks without quitting. Cause that's the goal there. Like, we can take breaks, but we're not quitting. Sometimes you might feel burnt out and you might say, you know what? I don't want to record anymore. I'm tired of putting all this stuff. Let me just take a day or two. And that's fine. That's okay. But also, girl, I am choosing to believe that showing up is success, period. Showing up, just showing up. This season in my life requires me to show up a lot more for myself, because there's nobody holding me accountable for anything. It's just me. So every piece of content you see me create, every step you see me take, every time I believe in myself, it's just a little more of what I'm building. It's a little more being building momentum that can't even be seen yet, right? That's what it does. And so I am like encouraging all of us on this journey to keep going, to not stop, to understand that you still have to move even when you don't see results. And you have to trust that, right? You have to trust yourself. And I think that's a big one too. I think sometimes when we work for someone else, we know we're doing a good job because someone else tells us, right? Someone else validates us. And for a while, I know I was looking for validation, but I think now in this season of my life, I have to validate myself. I have to know when I'm doing a great job. I have to pat myself on the back. So if you are in this situation where you've been laid off and you're transitioning to something new, you're starting over in your life, and no matter what age you are, you're starting over, and you're in a space where there's nobody holding you accountable, just you. You have to validate yourself. You have to pat yourself on the back. You have to tell yourself, good job, girl. You're doing a good job. You're doing the best you can, and you have to keep going. And that's kind of where I am. That's really where I am this week, guys. So the week ahead, I'm really focusing more on my mental state and building my strong mental state to know that I can continue. I do have what it takes to really win at this whole content creation game, because I know how life-changing things can be in this space. I mean, just here on YouTube, get monetized on YouTube, I've seen so many people life change in such amazing ways. And so I'm looking for that for myself too. So, girl, it feels so good to get this off my chest. You have no idea. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Girl, I needed this chat. I needed this chat so bad. I really did. I'm looking forward now to my Sundays, my Hey Girl, Let's Talk Sundays, because I kind of am able to get it all out. And I want you to get it out, because if you're still rocking with me right now, I need you to drop down and chat, like, how you been feeling this week. Let's talk about it in the chats. Let's talk about it, knowing that we need to encourage each other. You encourage me, I will encourage you. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what you plan on doing this week ahead. Like, what do you need help with? I'll let you guys know if I need help with something. And if this is something you needed right now where you are, I want you to drop in the chats, a comment. Just comment. Come on, comment. Tell me you're still growing with me. Tell me you're still doing it. And at the same time, same vibes next Sunday, we're going to have our pajamas on. We're going to have our drink in hand, and we're going to be ready to talk. We're going to make sure that we get this done, because honestly, these Sundays are time to reflect, reset, and look forward and refocus for the week ahead is so needed. And I know a lot of times, a lot of us don't get that. So this is our space. This is our time. Hey Girl, Let's Talk is our time for us to have a two-way conversation. I don't want it to just be me talking to you. I want to hear what you have to say, which is why I'm like, jot down in the chats. Let's meet in the chats after this episode, and let's have a conversation about, pushing through the process even when you don't see results. Let me know what you think about that. And I'll see you guys same time next week. Bye, girl.